Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Trent University virtual fall preview. We are so excited to welcome you to our student life panel, and this is specifically for the Peterborough campus. My name is Nick, and I am a current Trent, or I just graduated from Trent. I am an enrollment advisor here, and with me today, I have so many fantastic people representing so many different departments here at Trent. So we have Dr. Christine Freeman-Roth and Dr. Michael Eamon, who will be representing the colleges today at Trent. We also have Sean McCracken, who will be talking a little bit about housing here. We also have James Miller from First People's House of Learning, and as well as Laura McMaster and Sabrina from Athletics. So we are so excited for the path that you have ahead of you, and we look forward to sharing with you all the reasons why Trent University has been ranked the #1 undergraduate university in Ontario for 10 consecutive years. And you can think of today as the beginning of a conversation between you and Trent, and we look forward to continuing that conversation with you over the course of this session. If you do have any questions along the way, we are happy to answer those, and we have our staff here and as well as student ambassadors in the chat who are happy to work through some of those questions. And as you may be familiar already with Zoom, the chat bar is just on the bottom side of your screen there. So we do have a few sessions today, so I won't take any more time from our panelists. So I will pass it over to Christine and Michael to talk about the colleges.
Great, thanks, Nick. And hey, everyone, thanks for joining us today. Trent's a very special place. And I'm not just saying that because they pay me to say that. I'm saying that because, I'm a professor and I've been around the world in other different universities. And I have to say Trent is really unique. And what makes Trent unique is that it's a collegiate university. There are 5 colleges that make up the larger Trent University. And you might think to yourself, well, that's kind of weird. I want to go to university. I don't want to go to a college. But it's the colleges that actually make the university really special. And those colleges are actually part of a tradition that's over 900 years old that goes back to Oxford University. You may have heard of them in England. Well, we have that sort of model right here in Canada. And Trent is unique because everyone who comes to Trent is a part of a college. You have to choose a college, whether it's the residence you choose or if you're off campus, you can choose whatever college you want. Everyone has to be part of a college, and that makes it a really special and inclusive place, not an exclusionary club, a place where we all can come together. And Christine, my colleague, is going to talk a little bit more about the things that happen in colleges, but I just want to tell you a couple other things why I think this college system is so special and makes Trent a unique choice. You may be in high school right now in your final year, and you may think, I don't want to go to university where I'm just a number. I just don't want to be lost in the crowd. Well, in the college system, that doesn't happen because it takes the bigger Trent University and breaks it into smaller communities. In each one of those communities, you're not a number, you are part of the community. And that means you have 5 colleges, which equals 5 times the opportunity to participate in student government, 5 times the jobs that you can get working for the college, 5 times more contact that you have with college staff and friends in that. So the college really make this great sense of that transition from high school, where you're in probably a space around 500 to 1,500 people, to a college, which is around the same space. So it really makes that transition to university a lot more manageable. Well, I don't want to go on too much about it. I just want to tell you that colleges also have great activities and great services that we provide students as well. And I'm going to give it over to my colleague, Christine, to tell you a little bit more about the college experience.
Thanks so much, Michael. Yeah, I mean, the colleges really are an opportunity to find your place, to find your fit, to have a home away from home. And we want to welcome you and provide opportunities for you to engage, great fun things to do, ways to make friends, but also access services, meet your needs, and connect with staff and faculty on campus. So each college has a college office that students are encouraged to connect with. And in the college office, you'll find a principal and a college assistant, a team of student staff that are here to help you if you have questions, you need a referral, you want to book an appointment. And we have our academic advising and academic skills support services available. So academic advisors are here for you to help you with your decisions about your major, what courses you want to take, if you're looking for opportunities to maybe do community-based research or to get some kind of experiential learning opportunity. Maybe you're interested in studying abroad. Our academic advisors can help connect you with all of those opportunities. We also have academic skills support in the colleges, and our academic skills instructors are here to help you with your academic life. So your faculty and teaching assistants are there to support you with the content, and academic skills instructors are here to help you with time management or study skills, or how do I reference that source in this history paper? So those are supplemental services available for all students. We also connect with our college governments, and we have provide great activities and events, whether that is a carnival or paint nights. We've got great speakers that come to campus and live in the college and are there to provide extra interesting events and opportunities to connect with the community and with the outside community in Peterborough. So I encourage you to check out all of the colleges. There's lots of different reasons why people choose the college that they do, but check out our website. The link Michael has already put up in the chat. Learn a little bit more about the colleges and reach out to Michael or I or any of the college principals if you have questions. Thanks.
Thank you so much, both. And that's so much information about the colleges, and I know you could both go on forever. So there's so much more to learn. But I will pass it over to Sean now to talk about where different living options that you may have during your time at Trent.
Well, hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us. I'm looking forward to sharing a presentation. Nick, are you able to make me share? And so I'm going to talk to you a little about residents and housing here at Trent University in Peterborough. We really strive ourselves on being, as we heard from the principals, connected with the colleges and making the experience all about, understanding who you are and making you the student that we want you to be and we want you to strive to be. And so I'm going to walk you through just quick little presentation about housing. As many of you know, we have our campuses in Peterborough and Durham. And the fun piece about Peterborough is that we actually have two campuses. And so we have our Simons campus in the north end of Peterborough, and we have our Catherine Parr Trail campus in the downtown core. And so we have residences with all those areas. And so really, when you come to Trent, the nice thing about here and being in residence is that, as the principals talk about, you get to connect and you get to pick a college. And the reason why you get to pick that college is because at Trent, we believe in letting you pick your room. And so when you apply to residence and pay your application fee, you get in a queue to be able to, in late July, pick the room that you want to live in for the year. And so that's why we encourage students. And again, I always say people are getting the inside scoop by attending these presentations. And so when we open our application on March 1st, and again, sometimes that can change. So we encourage you to check in with our open houses. And so when we open our application, you pay a $50 application fee, and that's what gets you in line in the order in which you get to pick your room. So if you pay that $50, you're the first one to get on in the day when we open applications, you are the first person to pick your room in July. And so we encourage that, because then it really does give you an opportunity to be able to choose your college and choose which college you want to affiliate. And again, I encourage you to reach out to the college offices and to the principals and talk about it, because every single college is unique, and every single college we want you to find out what speaks to you. It's the same for residents. All of our residences are different, offer unique experiences, and we want you to be able to pick the one that fits with your lifestyle, with how you feel that you want to be able to live here at Trent, and also which college you want to affiliate to. We have a deadline of June 1st. So when you have to let OUAC know what university you're going to apply to, we also ask that you then confirm your residence application. So you have to pay your final deposit. And then again, in the end of July, you get to pick your room. So we have 5 colleges here in Peterborough. And so we have at minimum 5 residences, and many of these colleges have 2. And so some colleges have what we call, so in Lady Eaton, with Dr. Freeman Roth, we have the Lady Eaton residences, which are on the Simons campus. And then we have the Lady Eaton Annex, which is our suite style building just across the road from the university. However, you've got a interesting situation with Dr. Eamon's campus with Catherine Parr Trail, that we have 2 residences on the Trail campus downtown. And so we have Crawford House and Walls Hall that offer a really unique living experience. Right now, the main part of that campus is our Trent Swansea Law LLC, so our living learning community. And so it's a great community to be able to connect with. Obviously, you know, again, I love every single principal. And so it's amazing to be able to connect with them. And I think that's what our residence system offers, is that by being able to live within a college, you also live and are connected and closer to those services that the college offices offer, and being able to really get a fulsome university experience from attending here in your first year. And then you're connected really well with your colleges for when you decide in upper years to live off campus and be able to then connect back with that university and the programming experiences we have. We have single and double rooms that we offer in all of our different styles, whether it's traditional or a suite style, which is our apartment style. So you can live with someone in a bedroom, or you can live on your own. And again, we encourage you to check out our website. We have some 360 tours of our rooms and of our resident spaces for you to be able to see, which is amazing. We offer suite style living, which is the basic way of saying it's somewhat like an apartment or a townhome, where you go in your front door, you've got a living area, you've got laundry inside, you've got a kitchen, but then you have multiple bedrooms within that unit. And again, I made this joke in our first presentation. We do have air conditioning in one of our buildings. That's probably more relevant for the summer, because during the winter months in Peterborough, it does like to snow. And so you don't really need the air conditioning that many times when you're here at the university. We also have traditional rooms. Traditional rooms is basically what people refer to as dormitory style. And so it's a long hallway with multiple bedrooms off the hallway and shared bathrooms with residents. Obviously, with the pandemic that we're experiencing globally, we are in residence following all COVID protocols, cleaning high touch areas, cleaning bathrooms regularly. And so we do take that very serious in our residence communities. We also have a lot of amenities. And one of the amenities that I always like to flag is that we offer free laundry at Trent University. No, that doesn't mean that we're going to do your laundry for you, but it does mean that you can do it for free. And so all of our residence halls and all of our suite style living have either laundry within the suite or within the building. And so any parents watching, it does mean that they can keep their laundry here and do their laundry and not bring it home. And I say that as a student who brought home garbage bags full of laundry to my parents in the first semester. So yes, absolutely, we will teach them how to do laundry and make sure that that doesn't come home to you. And we also have a lot of great, we have live-in staff within all the buildings. We have professional staff like myself and our Residence Life team that are on call 24 hours. So when you send your student here, there is a 24-hour network at this institution looking after your students and ensuring their safety and ensuring that they're having a fun and worthwhile experience here. We have residence learning communities. And so these are communities that are connected with faculty and academics, but also connected with some of our services like athletics, with our First People's House of Learning. And so we have interest-based, which can be sort of the communities in which you want to live an active lifestyle. And so we connect you with the athletic center, and we put you in a community where, you know, you may start a running club in the morning, or you may go for walks. We have our First People's community, which is our Endayin community. And so we connect you with First People's House of Learning, and there's a lot of cultural experiences, and you don't have to be of Indigenous descent to be able to be in that community. It's an interest-based community. But we also have faculty-based communities, so forensics, business, and those ones that are able to connect you with your faculty and offer many opportunities there. These are where they're sort of located right now. So as you can see, we have many living learning communities across all of our colleges, and they offer a great experience. We find that we've, sort of connected those living learning communities into the colleges based on working with the principals, but also based on sort of what that college feel is about. If you have any questions, we encourage you to give us a call. We love hearing from prospective students. We love hearing from students in general, but give us a call and contact us anytime. We're here for you. But we do hope that you choose Trent, because I think that the residences and the college environment here really does offer an experience where you get to be known as who you are and not just a number within a large institution. And so thank you for your time on that, and I'll turn it back over to Nick.
Thank you so much, Sean. And maybe some of our student ambassadors can put those contact information in the chat as well, in case anyone didn't have time to take those down. With that being said, I will pass it over to James Miller, who will be able to talk a bit more about our First Peoples House of Learning.
Bonjour, Kinoya, miigwech Nick. Tukogia nene indishnakas, benasindo dem, omamo nene nishnabenda, getchikuwenging dunjaba, minwano gojuanang indida. Trent University First Peoples House of Learning, Indigenous Enrollment Advisor, and Dunjin Oki. So hello, everyone. My name is James Miller in English. I am the Indigenous Enrollment Advisor at First Peoples House of Learning, which is Indigenous support for Indigenous students here at Trent. So FPHL provides a variety of student supports to Indigenous students. To be eligible for our services, you must be an Indigenous student, whether you're status or non-status First Nations, Métis, or Inuit. So I will populate some links to our self-declaration form. You don't have to have status, as I mentioned. You just have to fill out our self-declaration form, and then you can access our services. So we provide supports ranging from academic supports like tutoring, to financial resources and housing supports, to culturally informed counseling, as well as events such as beading workshops and other traditional activities, such as traditional medicine workshops. We offer a peer mentorship program where upper year Indigenous students are paired with incoming Indigenous students, as well as a firekeeping program. We also offer supports through our Two-Spirit Talking Circle for LGBT members of the Indigenous community and Two-Spirit members of the Indigenous community. We have a traditional area, which we call Miniduwag Akiing, or the Spirit Lands, which is comprised of a medicine garden, a teepee, sweat lodge, and a wigwam. Not only do we have our cultural activities there, but a number of members of Indigenous faculty here will conduct workshops and classes at that location. There are other Indigenous locations on campus. We have an Indigenous specific study room at Battle Library, for example, an Indigenous student lounge on the 3rd floor at the NYing building, and some other locations throughout campus. There's also an additional teepee down at our Durham campus, and another teepee in the Autonomy College quad just behind the teacher education building. So we have a firekeeping program, as I mentioned. So that's comprised of volunteer firekeepers, Indigenous students who want to participate in cultural activities. And they run a social fire, which is open to everybody, whether you're Indigenous or non-Indigenous, at our traditional area. And that takes place every Tuesday and Friday. We also run an Elders and Traditional Peoples gathering, which takes place at Trent every year. This year will be a hybrid model, so that will be available through Zoom, as well as having some in-person activities. So with that being said, I'm going to populate the chat with a couple of links here. So if you'd like any more information on that, you're welcome to click on those links. And then if you have any questions as well, feel free to populate those in the chat, and I will do my best to answer. I've also included my email in those links, so please feel free to reach out to me if you require any follow-up or have any further questions. Miigwech.
Thank you so much, James, and thank you for sharing all those incredible supports. So lastly, we are going to be passing it over to Laura and Sabrina to talk about athletics here at Trent.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So my name is Laura McMaster, and I'm the Student Engagement and Aquatics Guest Experience Agent over at the Athletic Center. And I also have my colleague Sabrina here with me today. And so she's going to be answering any and all questions athletic that you guys might have. So please, by all means, pop them into the chat while I work through my PowerPoint. And for my colleagues who were here at our first presentation, I got rid of some. Oh, I think I froze. Did I freeze? Nope, I'm still here. Okay. I got rid of some of my slides to make my presentation shorter. Okay. Here we go. So the Trent Athletic Center is a space that students are welcome to come to if they want to work out, if they want to participate in different programs that we have. And it's also where our varsity athletes come and do their practicing and play their games. So this is the athletic center here located at our Peterborough campus. So what are some of the varsity programs that we have? We have rugby, lacrosse, soccer, rowing, volleyball, and curling. And we have that for both individuals who identify as female as well as individuals who identify as male. There's a link here if you want to learn more information about our varsity sports. They are our more competitive sports, and you'll be doing traveling across Ontario to various universities to compete against one another. But we also have some varsity clubs that people can participate in, so a little less competitive. So we have cross country, we have fencing, and we have golf. And we also then just have some athletic clubs that are more student-led. I'm sure the TCSA is going to be doing presentations, so I don't want to fully take away from them, but I just thought I would highlight some of the more specific athletic clubs that we have, just in case they weren't listed in the previous slides. So these clubs are more student-led, and so there are other ways that you can become involved. And the link there is also for to the TCSA's webpage, where they list all the clubs that are there, and students can create their own clubs if they feel like something's missing. But as you can see, there's lots of ways to be active through Trent and at the athletic center. So what else do we have at the athletic center? And sorry, I should also share that membership to the athletic center is an auxiliary fee that is applied to students when they register with the university. And so I would say probably like 90% of students, that fee is automatically applied. So if you're like a full-time student, part-time student, my understanding is that it's students who are doing everything 100% virtually, that membership will not automatically be applied, but you can then purchase a student membership from the athletic center. But for the most part, it's already included in your tuition fees. So we have a cardio loft, we have a weight room, we have 2 fitness studios, we have a climbing wall, we have an outdoor stadium with artificial turf, as well as squash courts. Not everything is accessible right now during COVID, but the cardio loft weight rooms are accessible, the fitness studios, and the stadium where we house our varsity games is accessible right now. And we also house some of our campus rec programming there. But as restrictions start to lift, we're hoping to be able to open up more of our spaces for students to access. We also have an indoor rowing tank. We have a 25-meter pool where like lane swimming is available for students to come and participate in. We also have Trent Health in Motion, which is an on-site physio and rehab center. And so students can book through them if they need their services. And they have access to a therapy pool, which students can use. And then there's lots of trails in and around the campus for students to access. So lots of ways to be active and to feed our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual needs. We also, on the other side of the river, have our East Bank field and a ball diamond, which again, some of our clubs use those. Some of our campus rec programming is located over there. So lots of ways to be moving about. And as mentioned, we have campus rec programming. So it does change season to season, depending on what we can do outdoor and indoor. But here is a list of some of the campus rec programming that we were offering this fall. And so like beach volleyball will turn into indoor volleyball come winter. And then, as I said, we have lots of different spaces for students to work out in, where we have access to cardio machines, weight machines. We're not currently offering fitness classes, but generally fitness classes would be included in your memberships. We do, however, have a partnership with Pilates On Demand right now, where you can access their online videos for free. So you can do workouts with your friends in your residence. And if you guys have any more questions, please feel free to contact us at the Trent Athletic Center, and we'll make sure some of these links are put into the chat for you.
Thank you so much, Laura. And we are arriving at the end of the little panel that we have here. So I'd like to take a moment to thank all of our panelists for sharing all of their knowledge and information about their different resources and services on campus. And I hope you all had a chance to learn something new about Trent and student life here at our Peterborough campus. This session was recorded as well. So if you would like to review anything, or maybe if you missed a little bit at the beginning, you can always review it at the end, and it will be posted on our virtual fall preview webpage. And I would also like to invite you to visit us for our virtual fall open house, which will be happening on November 20th from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. And we also do have a hoodie draw. We have 3 hoodies that we are giving away today. And just by joining the session, you are automatically entered into that hoodie draw to win one of 3 hoodies. So we look forward to continuing to connect with you. And if you have any questions at all, you can always feel free to reach out. And we hope that you just enjoy the rest of your day. So thank you all for joining us, and we hope you have a really great day.